No matter how the cachet of the WNBA elevates, remember, it could have been even better. You messed it up.
It's possible that Caitlin Clark received an offer from Europe that would permanently alter the WNBA.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
With Caitlin Clark's move to Europe now looking inevitable, the WNBA is scrambling. Maybe they should have shown their brightest star some respect, because once she's gone, the damage will be brutal. And without CC, who's really tuning in.
Will do her best. I know she's talented, but she's not strong enough and she doesn't have enough experience right now to compete at this.
You could even argue that the WNBA has deliberately allowed this behavior to continue, fully aware that Caitlin Clark's presence brings in attention and boosts viewership. A little drama, after all, keeps the conversation going. But for Caitlin, the lack of protection has gone too far. Fans have noticed. The outrage on social media is loud and clear, with supporters demanding fairness, respect, and real protection for their favorite player. Yet the league has done next to nothing. Clark now feels abandoned, as if the WNBA simply doesn't care enough to take real action.
Sense about things that Caitlin was doing wrong when, in my personal opinion, she was doing nothing but going out there and playing great basketball every night and ignoring the hate that was coming to her from all sides. Not only
the WNBA now faces the massive challenge of filling the void left by Caitlin Clark's departure. Sure, the league has other skilled players like DJ Carrington and Angel Reese, but let's be honest, they don't bring the same power, charisma, or magnetism that Clark did. That's not to discredit their abilities. Both are remarkable athletes, but Caitlin Clark was on an entirely different level. She wasn't just another player, she was a phenomenon. Fans didn't just tune into the WNBA, they tuned in for her. Her fearless shooting, her ability to dominate games, and her relentless drive made her a spectacle every time she touched the court. Only now is the league beginning to grasp the full weight of the Caitlin Clark effect. Her absence won't just be felt emotionally, it'll devastate the business side. The WNBA stands to lose millions in ticket sales, merchandise, broadcast deals, and high-value sponsorships. And the worst part? It didn't have to be this way. The league had every chance to protect her, respect her, and elevate her the way she deserved. She wasn't just the face of the league, she was its foundation. And they let it crumble.
Making a basketball argument. You were making a basketball argument.
We're not saying
No, Andrea, I'm not going to let you do that.
Go ahead,
Andrea, I'm not going to let you make it seem like Caitlin Clark was averaging 5 points a game. At the time, she was still averaging 16 points a game, which was more than a lot of other guards that made the team. So don't do that. Don't make it seem like she was averaging 5 points and this was like a handout.
No, it wasn't a handout.
Look at her numbers. Look at her numbers comparable to the other guards that were on the team. That's all.
In addition to offering Caitlin Clark a record-breaking contract, Europe is also giving her something far more valuable: the chance to represent the entire league on a global stage. Imagine Caitlin stepping onto the court, the lights dim, and thousands of fans erupting with deafening cheers. The energy in those arenas is electric, every roar echoing as she lines up for one of her signature deep threes. But this time, it's different. The fans aren't just there to watch a basketball game. They're there for her. The EuroLeague knows exactly what it has, and they're ready to make Caitlin the face of their brand, treating her like the international icon she truly is. This isn't just about giving her a platform, it's about making her the biggest basketball star on the planet. With packed stadiums full of diehard fans who admire her every move, Europe is preparing to ensure Caitlin Clark shines brighter than ever. And she's not the only one making big moves. Other WNBA players are already following the same path. Reports say Caitlin is heading to Europe, while Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston are exploring options in China during the offseason. WNBA players are beginning to realize that playing abroad means better compensation, more respect, and a more professional environment. Let's be real. The WNBA's pay scale just doesn't stack up. International leagues offer fewer games, more rest, and significantly higher salaries. It's a no-brainer for athletes who want to thrive without burning out. While this shift continues, voices like Jason Whitlock are calling for something even bolder: an unrivaled league in the U.S., where top talent like Caitlin, Kelsey, and Alyssa Smith don't have to leave the country to be treated like stars. This league could give players better opportunities and let the next generation earn what they truly deserve. Because right now, most women in the WNBA are forced to rely on sponsorships just to make ends meet. And that's the sad part. This
Watching women's basketball right now, It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too. And I want y'all.
The entire basketball landscape is about to shift for Caitlin Clark as she prepares to move to Europe. This is a remarkable opportunity for her to continue her career in a place where her talent will be fully recognized, properly compensated, and celebrated both on and off the court. Her game will grow even more on a global stage. But for the WNBA, this marks a complete disaster. Losing one of their brightest stars means a sharp drop in viewership, revenue, and fan engagement. The league now faces the fallout of its failure to protect and support the very player who carried its momentum.
Even when Jordan was ascending and the league clearly saw that that was the dude and Nike was marketing the living hell out of Michael Jordan. I want to be like Mike. It was still burning, man.
The question now is whether the WNBA can recover from this massive loss, or if Caitlin Clark's departure marks the beginning of a much deeper crisis for the league. This isn't just about one player leaving. It's a symbol of the league's growing inability to retain top-tier talent when international leagues are offering better pay, better treatment, and more respect. Clark's exit exposes a system that failed to value its biggest star. The consequences are already unfolding, and the WNBA must now face the reality it helped create. Subscribe to see more videos today.